I need to know if I'm wrong, and I'm going to start off by saying that I don't think that I'm wrong. So yesterday, my technician called to a pharmacy to get a transfer, like asked the pharmacist to send over a transfer for a patient. So the conversation seems like it was going well until I hear the technician say, well, would you like to speak to the pharmacist? Seems like that the pharmacist must have said no. Okay, I leave, I come back. The patient calls for the prescription. The prescription did not make it to the pharmacy. So I assume the patient hangs up, calls the pharmacy, and maybe 10-15 minutes later, the pharmacist calls and she wants to speak to the pharmacy manager. Hi, I'm the pharmacy manager. So she says to me, I just want to let you know that it is not appropriate for technicians to be calling to get transfers. I said, did you give him a verbal? Like, was this a verbal? She said, no, but that does not need to be happening. That is inappropriate. And so I'm like, I appreciate your concern, but I do an adequate job managing my pharmacy. So then she's blah, 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 blah. And every time she said something, I said, I appreciate your concern, but I do an adequate job managing my pharmacy. And it is just the audacity for you to not send over a prescription that a patient requested to be transferred, and then for you to take time out of your day when, from my understanding, you guys don't even have time to pick up the phone to speak to patients, to try to scold me about what's going on in my pharmacy. And by the way, just because you have trouble interpreting the law doesn't mean that I do. Now, am I wrong? Tell me. I am open to being wrong. Check me if I'm wrong. But I don't feel like I'm wrong.